This is the Arima project. I just got this Arima 17-foot sea pacer, and it's gutted. You can't really see what's gutted because it's so gutted. There's terrible pedestal seats in the back here, so those are gone. I'm leaving the ones in the front. The gutted part is all this wood. You can see I primed this wood here, but all the rest is gone. It's like there's like 20 of these jigsaw shape pieces, just all kinds of shapes. It's teak plywood, and it has this kind of like God, what do you call it? Melamine, kind of like a picture of wood. What do you call that? A laminate, kind of on the front. And some of it looks like this is the problem. It's kind of chipping up. So, but they're structurally fine. So I'm sanding them down. I couldn't sand this one in the boat. You can see I didn't get this, so I had to take it out. There's pieces there. There's pieces there. There's pieces there. There's pieces there. There's all kinds of pieces. There's doors here. But yeah, I'll go into what I've been working on, which is just a lot of different projects. I already repowered it. Put my old Yamaha 90 on it. It's been rebuilt though. It's been a really good motor to me, so it's better than the Johnson that came on it. And I'm gonna swap all the good stuff over to this boat and put the bad stuff on my Tide Runner and sell the Tide Runner. Well, not really bad stuff, more like just stuff that's not as good. Basically, I'm gonna make one great boat out of two good boats. That's the new fuse panel. Just has 8-gauge wire going back to the battery, and then everything comes off here. It's funny, I bought this fuse box. I bought that fuse box for my old boat and installed it, but never ran any, never bothered to pull actual power off it. It was just kind of screwed into the bulkhead, and just never got around to it because everything worked, how that goes. So anyway, I started fresh on this boat, and that's the old fuse panel. It's inactive. I only had like 5 fuses on it, so this one's got 12 circuits. And I still got a few more to add. Ow. Super simple. It only came with one fuel gauge. I had my Yamaha multi-gauge on it. Put my Garmin chart plotter on it. Switch transducers. I'm gonna add a second battery. Came with a brand new battery. I'm gonna add a second battery right next to it with a isolator instead of a switch, so it just charges both batteries, but they're both separate. So pretty excited about that. And this boat looks a lot worse than it is now because it has all these wood panels that are missing, but I'm gonna color match them and color match them and paint them up and make it look fresh. I'm gonna put deck plates there. That's beige, believe it or not. It doesn't match exactly, but at least it's the diamond pattern, the same diamond pattern that's on the deck. So I think hopefully when I pressure wash this, it'll get closer to that. Not exactly, but closer. But yeah, these Arimas are pretty popular on the West Coast. They still make them today, and they're the exact same hull. So they're super popular for being a really stable boat that you don't need a ton of power. It's got a little flatter bottom. It's a super wide boat. It's 8 feet, even though it's only 17 feet long. And even their 15-foot model is 8 feet wide. So they're wide, kind of short and fat. And they make them up to 22 feet. And that has a 9-foot beam. It's famous for just not needing much power. You can have a 70 horsepower on this fiberglass boat, even though it weighs more than my Tide Runner. Just the hull shape lets it plane out real slow speed, so it's real fuel efficient, economical boat to run. And they hold their value around here kind of too much. So I found this deal on Craigslist. on a Sunday, and it was just, I wasn't even in the market, but it was just too good to pass up, so I had to figure out how to get all my money out of the cash machine on a Sunday and run over there and just be the first one there. And I was. And the owner was real cool. He gave me downriggers. There's them out there. I'll show you all the stuff that came with it. Just a ton of fishing gear. And he made me take it. Gas tank there. Gave me this kicker, a Johnson 9.9. It's brand new, just about. I mean, not year-wise, but it's in mint condition. Looks like it was never ran. It's got the instruction book. I mean, it's so clean. There's my old Evinrude 6. I'm gonna sell now. He gave me just so much stuff. Like, this boat was just kitted out with fishing gear everywhere. Pretty good stuff. I mean, it came with flare gun. I mean, that's $50. Not expired flares. They're just like random fishing stuff, like lead to make weights. On and on and on. Just gave me a halibut spear, halibut weights, that downrigger I mentioned. Ton of good line. Extra, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff in here that I don't want to dig it all out now. Ton of flares. All the stuff that, like, you don't think it's a big deal, and then you go get your boat and go buy it and drop $300, you know, on stuff. This guy was a big fisherman. Look at this gaff, man. This is a serious gaff. That's a nasty little thing. Boat toolbox is full of like stainless steel spark plugs and like a bunch of tools and wire strippers that I didn't really think were part of a boat deal, but hey, I'll take them. And then he gave me a full canvas with a zip back and windows that aren't in the best shape. Kind of different from most Arimas. It's a Sea Pacer model. And they have other ones called Sea Chasers. No thing that's a lot different about this is it's got an open bow, and it's got a cover that snaps around this, so you can fully enclose this and it'll be sloped. So if you want to go in rough weather, put the cover on, and there's a door that shuts there too. This is the bimini folded down, but yeah. So even though to get this in the garage, I had to slam it down, but you can see how tall the windshield is. So it's pretty. You know, it's 6'2" in here, so I can stand up behind the windshield, which I like. You can see the hull shape. It's kind of flat towards the bottom for the back, I mean, but it's got a decent V. They all have an anchor roller standard. I like it because it's got a full fiberglass cap with non-skid rails. I think I'm gonna break this bow rail and give it a gap so I can beach it and get off the boat. These are the pieces that say it's missing right now. That covers the fuel tank. This covers the kicker mount. The other one over there covers the battery. That's part of the compartment in there for the porta potty. There's actually room for a porta potty in a 17-foot boat. It's kind of weird. And you can see there's the jigsaw puzzle here. All these pieces, there were wood like this. This is after it's sanded. I don't have, oh, there we go. So that's the nice looking wood. Like, that's the laminate isn't. I think it's the wrong word, laminate. I don't know. It's like the fake wood coating on top of this plywood. Anyway, this looks good, but a lot of it was starting to go. So making it all white. They still make this hull, but in '94 they started making all the stuff. They made it into starboard, you know, that white plastic stuff. So I could order a kit from the company, but I don't really have the cash right now, so I'm just gonna paint it to match. So yeah, anyway, I'll keep updating you guys on the progress. This is a multi-day, you know, couple weeks it's gonna take, I think. Time for the test. There.
You snug fit. Sweet. So now these guys get sanded, primed, painted.